The New York Knicks are staying busy this offseason with roster adjustment. Reports indicate that the front office is preparing to hand out 3 two-way contracts, and one of the names being seriously considered is Summer League standout Dink Pate. Let's take a closer look at what the latest updates suggest about the team's plan. Although the Knicks entered the summer with limited cap flexibility and few draft assets, they still managed to strengthen their roster with smart acquisition. Now, the focus has shifted to how they will structure their developmental pieces. According to recent reporting, second-round pick Mohamed Diawara is expected to be one of the players offered a two-way spot, a move that has been rumored since the conclusion of Summer League. Another potential candidate is Kevin McCullough Jr., who could also return on a two-way deal. For him to earn a standard roster spot, New York would need to either use a veteran minimum slot or clear space via a trade, both of which seem unlikely at the moment. This leaves one more two-way position open, with names like Dink Pate and Ron Harper Jr. emerging as logical fits. There's also the real possibility of James Nnaji entering the conversation as the Knicks continue to evaluate their rookie and two-way contract options. If the organization opts to use the second-round rookie exception on another player, Nnaji could very well be considered for one of the remaining two-way openings. In that scenario, the roster alignment would likely look something like this: Diawara securing the rookie exception contract, McCullough occupying one of the two-way deals, and Pate and Nnaji effectively competing for the final spot. This competition not only incentivizes each player to maximize their performance, but also ensures that the Knicks are putting their most promising young talent in positions to prove themselves. Where Dink Pate truly stands out is his Summer League showing, which captured the attention of fans and front office personnel alike. Despite entering the league undrafted, Pate quickly demonstrated that he has the tools, mindset, and skill set of a player who might easily have heard his name called on draft night under different circumstances. His combination of size, versatility, scoring ability, and poise against high-level competition made him one of the most noticeable and memorable players on the Knicks' Summer League roster. Beyond just scoring, Pate showed glimpses of court vision, defensive awareness, and a willingness to compete in all phases of the game, traits that are critical for a two-way contract player who will need to adapt between G League and NBA-level competition. A two-way contract for Pate would provide him with the ideal bridge to develop while remaining closely tied to the main Knicks roster. He would get consistent playing time in Westchester to refine his skills, gain confidence, and learn the nuances of professional basketball, all while having the chance to step in for the NBA team when opportunities arise due to injury or rotation need. This pathway allows the Knicks to monitor his progress closely, provide targeted development, and potentially integrate him into the rotation in the near future, if he proves ready. Ultimately, the Pate versus Nnaji dynamic adds an extra layer of intrigue to the Knicks' roster-building strategy. It's a clear signal that the organization is not only focused on the present, but also on building a pipeline of young players capable of contributing immediately or developing into significant rotation pieces over time. Diawara, on the other hand, feels like a lock for New York in some form. His athleticism and energy in Las Vegas made him an obvious choice for the second-round rookie exception, which would give him a guaranteed path into the system. McCullough also raised eyebrows with his versatility. Long known as a defensive-minded guard, he proved in Summer League that he can rebound, make plays, and even generate offense when needed. Then there's the case of Nnaji. Earlier this month, reports surfaced that he informed Barcelona he would not be returning, opting instead to pursue his NBA career. Moves like that usually suggest some level of assurance that an opportunity in the league is waiting. If true, it makes sense that the Knicks could use their final two-way contract on him. Still, much of the excitement centers around Pate. He's raw, but he showed enough to justify serious investment. If he lands in Westchester on a two-way, his development could accelerate quickly, making him a potential sleeper for New York's long-term plan. At the end of the day, the Knicks are piecing together a collection of rookies and young prospects who not only add intrigue to the roster, but also provide multiple pathways for the organization to build sustained success. The goal is clear: find players who can either contribute meaningful minutes right away or steadily develop into reliable rotation pieces over the next few seasons. Whether it's Tidjane Diawara, bringing his length and defensive instincts, Kevin McCullough Jr., offering his versatility and toughness, Nnaji adding size and rebounding, or Pate showcasing his energy and scoring flashes, New York is signaling that it values these roster mechanisms as an avenue to maximize depth, maintain financial flexibility, and potentially uncover hidden gems. One important factor to keep in mind is the developmental stage of someone like Kevin McCullough Jr. His situation is unique because, in many ways, he still hasn't had a fair chance to truly go through the rhythm of a full rookie campaign. Even during his time with the G League last year, he joined later in the process, meaning he never fully acclimated to the pace, physicality, and consistency required at the professional level. That reality makes this upcoming year absolutely critical for him. A complete season offers him the opportunity to find his footing, develop chemistry with teammates, and adjust his game in a way that shows long-term potential. For McCullough, Westchester will be more than just a proving ground. It's a platform where he can redefine his trajectory. If he displays steady growth on both ends of the floor, builds confidence as a decision-maker, and shows the ability to impact games consistently, it's only a matter of time before the conversation about a call-up to the main roster becomes serious. And once that window opens, the Knicks will be in position to reward his progress with meaningful opportunities in Madison Square Garden. Of course, nothing in the NBA is guaranteed. Every prospect has to fight for minutes, prove themselves daily, and take advantage of every chance they're given. But history has shown that players who consistently put in the work and demonstrate readiness eventually earn their breakthrough. That's the message behind the Knicks' approach. By investing in development and giving young talent the tools to succeed, the organization increases its odds of finding valuable contributors who can either support a championship run or serve as key assets in future roster moves. The Knicks seem to be handling this stage of their roster building perfectly. They're investing time and resources into players like Mohamed Diawara, McCullough, Dink Pate, and possibly James Nnaji. Developing young talent isn't just about immediate depth. It's about planting seeds that can grow into long-term contributors. A few years down the line, these rookies could evolve into reliable bench pieces who provide value on cost-controlled contracts. That flexibility allows New York to continue chasing star talent while maintaining balance and depth, a formula every serious contender needs. And speaking of contenders, it's worth looking at how the Knicks are being evaluated heading into next season. According to odds makers, New York is projected as one of the better teams in the league. They've even appeared in projections for squads capable of hitting 55 or more wins, and in some models, even 65+. Only elite teams make those lists, and it's telling that the Knicks are in that conversation at all. The breakdown looks like this. Oklahoma City currently leads the projections, followed by Cleveland, Houston, and then teams like New York, Denver, and Orlando. For the Knicks, the odds of reaching 55 wins are set at +112, which indicates that while Vegas doesn't see it as the most likely outcome, it's far from impossible. When you look at the odds for 65 wins, they jump all the way to $2,000, a clear sign that bookmakers don't expect that kind of historic regular season from New York. But here's the key takeaway. Being included in these discussions shows how much respect the Knicks have earned across the league. Odds makers don't place teams in this tier unless they have strong rosters, capable coaching, and front offices that are making smart, calculated moves. The Knicks check all of those boxes. They've spent the offseason positioning themselves as real contenders, not just for this year, but for the seasons ahead. This balance between building for today and investing in tomorrow is exactly why Leon Rose and his staff continue to inspire confidence. They're not chasing quick fixes or short-term splashes. Instead, they're ensuring the team remains competitive year after year by blending established talent with carefully developed prospects. When an organization takes this kind of long view, it shows they aren't just focused on surviving a season, they're building something sustainable. The Knicks have been proving that strategy works. And as the odds suggest, the basketball world is noticing. With the right mix of stars, depth, and youth development, New York looks prepared to compete at the highest level.